Hey everyone, it's Ryan the War Boss coming at you with another WAAAGH! In today's WAAAGH, we are going to be painting some Orruk Brutes up with Army Painter paint. And once we do that, we're going to go ahead and get that finished up nice and well. I'm also going to throw a little twist of customization into this. These Brutes were given to me by a friend. He was getting out of the hobby, so he said, you know, you want them? I did a trade for him and I got these Brutes, but the only problem was they were missing a lot of pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all kitted up and put together and then painted, and we'll see how you guys like them. Alright, here we go.
Alright, so I come in with Army Painter's green skins for the green skin. This right here, the Orcs get a nice coat. As you can see here, I kind of just make sure I get the highlighted muscles and stuff and make sure that I get deep in those crevices there without losing any of the detail. As you can see, I can quote their whole body. Then I grab magic blue and come in with this to do the armor. What I do is I grab and I hit the corners of the armor, the tops of the armor, get the base coat of it down, and then obviously the wash is going to pluck out the details and the grooves. This gives me a very good coat, and I like it a lot. Then come in with fur brown to do the wood on these miniatures. I used fur brown as I started to do the miniatures wood, and then I also decided to do a little bit of leather. But when I was doing the leather, I didn't like how it looked, so I decided to do a different color for that. And the color that I decided to use was dirt splatter. I ended up coming back and doing all the leather on the miniatures dirt splatter because it gave it a nice dark rustic look, and I thought that came out really nice. It showed the details and allowed me to get a dark color into the crevices to get it working very nice. And that also was done for his arm straps. Came in with demonic yellow to do the first coat of the squig armor. And the reason I used demonic yellow is because this way here it got a bright undertone for this. As you can see here, I'm hitting the squig everywhere, just kind of doing it real quick, getting the squig to look nice and bright before I started to switch it into the orange color. I then came in and used matte white to go and do the teeth for the squig and the teeth for the orcs, as well as the toenails and fingernails for the orcs as well. I also focused a lot of attention on getting the squig's teeth to look very white at the beginning and then dull it down with flesh wash at the end. I then came in with lava orange, and this was the color that I used for the squigs because it gave them a nice dark orange coat versus something like Malta Flames, which is really like skin color orange. I wanted it to be like a pumpkin because I thought that, you know, these guys would be carrying big pumpkin squigs, you know, for armor. This way here, everything would be afraid of this bright orange. Miles away, you could see the squad coming and fear them, the orcs said, you know, because we've killed these crazy squigs that tried to mess with us. And this way here, it also, you know, fed into the goblins. I then came in with Shining Silver and Molotov Flames. What I did here was I began to mix the Shining Silver and Molotov Flames to actually give the weapon a nice dark orange color to look like rust, as I ran out of a rust color, so I tried to see how this would work. And it actually fit in really well considering what I used to use for my rust. It looks really cool. It's a nice dark orange color and it works really well. I then came back with Shining Silver again to begin to do all the like slices and gashes and bolts on these guys. As you can see, I'm doing the bolts first. I then switch into doing the sword and the chainmail they're wearing to make it look like they really stood out and that these things were battle hardened, and you could tell that the last scrap they got into chipped some of the rust off of their blades. I then grabbed Alien Purple shortly after that to go ahead and do the squigs skin paintings. I figured these guys are going to have war paint the squigs are going to have war paint, and I'm also going to do like their tunics and stuff with this cool purple color, just so it sticks out on the squig. And I really like how that came out. I then grab Greedy Gold, and I start taking care of all the shiny bits that were attached to the axe. I make the spikes that they have. I use gold for that because these orcs take some riches every time they destroy an army, and they bang them into their weapons to make them shiny and sparkly so that they can be proud of what they're cutting into. I then come in with the Strong Tone ink to go ahead and wash this model. Now again, I use Strong Tone ink on all of the model with the exception of like the squig and his teeth. Everything else, anything that's pure white at this point, I don't want to use Strong Tone ink on because I want to give it a nice flesh wash to give it an orange look. So then I grab the red flesh wash, as you can see here, and I start doing the head, you know, the deceased head, to make it look like it's very like rotting and dirty. I do the squig's teeth, I do the orc's teeth, I do all the skulls, and this really gives the model some contrast there. Again, as you can see, I grabbed Alien Purple, and I went back over and did all the tattoos on the squig. This, again, I says, it looks amazing, and it works really well with what the squigs look like. So it goes on to their, you know, we've got face paints, we're not afraid kind of attitude that these orcs are carrying. I then take matte white for the orcs' body tattoos. And that's really the last step to these guys. You can see I didn't actually get any good filming for the paint, so I apologize. But you can see I painted all over them and touched them up as well so they have nice white.
Alrighty, I hope you guys like these. These came out really well. Of course, obviously I'm going to get you guys some close-up of these so that you can see them. I added a little bit of flair to them. I touched up their axes with a lot of silver, as you saw. I went ahead and gave them some purple, and then I tried the new base for them. And the new base for them came out really well. It was a mixture of fine ballast and coarse ballast for a nice barren terrain look, and it looks amazing. And then of course, obviously, I took the graph tufts and threw some of those on there. So I hope you guys like them. I also gave them a little bit of paint because, you know, they looked like they were a little dull with just the green. So hopefully you guys cared for that, and if not, it's alright. Leave a comment below, let me know, and we can go from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is Ryan the War Boss coming at you with another WAAAGHH! Please don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to me on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a good one, everybody.